G'day everyone, if you're listening out there, we're here at the Rings, Ringwood Hawks versus Houston Baptist University. I'm with Sean Nugent, I'm Matt Hickey. Sean, how you going, mate?
Good, thanks, Matty. Just happy to be here.
Yeah, it's good. It's a bit of Monday night basketball. We don't get it that often. Bit of a cold winter's day, but you know, we've still got a couple of people here. It's good to see. It's exciting times. Not very often you get a chance to watch a college team come out here in Australia.
It's a nice turnout for a Monday night. Ready for a good, exciting game. And I think the Ringwood girls have played a couple of games in a row on the weekend, so see how they go, a third game in a row.
Yeah, so anyone who's not aware, the Ringwood Hawks women played in 2 games on the weekend. Had to go up against Knox to qualify for the grand final, and they did. Yeah. So wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see the big guns from Ringwood. I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't get a bit of rest today, because yeah, they did have a big weekend. They got a big weekend coming up Saturday night. They play game 1 of the championship series, and for the Huskies, this is their 4th game. 4th game of their tour at the moment. They've been playing over in Sydney and New South Wales, and they've won every game so far, which has been pretty impressive. They do have an Australian, Lauren Calver, is from New South Wales, and they played against her Illawarra Hawks and knocked them off just a couple of days ago. It might have been yesterday, I'm not sure. Should we go through the teams?
Yeah, let's get through it.
Who would you like to take? You take the Huskies?
Yeah, okay.
Enjoy some of those last names, Sean.
Yeah, all right. They do have a lot of players on their roster. I'll just go through all the names. We've got Heidi Bird, Lisa Zadaradika.
Close enough.
Zadaradika. Bria Johnson, Britta Dayab, Sophie Taylor, Shannon Jones, Amanda Johnson, Charlotte Hodges, Sydney Carr, Lauren Calver, Taylor Kilmorgan, Anna Strickland, Brooklyn Moore, Annabelle Tova, Veronica Kirienko, and Kennedy Collins.
Pretty well done.
I hope I got them all.
No, I think that was clear. Apologies if we did get anything wrong. Head coach is Donna Finney. For the Ringwood Hawks, number 3, Jackie Vanderzag. You've also got Danny Bone, Inez Lee, Sarah Youssef, Kate Spillane, Rebecca Nola, Katie Shanahan, Melissa Dixon, Lisa Ewan, Shelley Motton, Esther Timmermans, and Annika Whiting. Head coach is the main man, Tim Motton. It's exciting. You don't get this chance very often. American teams coming here, and especially last year we had Yale, but I can't remember before then Ringwood having many college teams, if any college teams, coming and playing. So it's exciting.
It is, especially a girls' side. Last year it was just the boys playing the college team. So
yeah, nice to have a bit of a changer. Bit of background for anybody out there listening on the Houston Baptist Huskies. We're going to call them HBU, I think, from now on.
Oh, sweet.
Bit of a mouthful.
Yep.
They are a Div 1 NCAA school in the Southland Conference. In that conference, they also have teams like Stephen F. Austin, who, if some of you followed March Madness, their men's team did very well in the NCAA tournament last season, and also Central Arkansas, just a couple of teams. Fun fact for Lauren Calver.
Is that the Aussie?
That's the Aussie. Yep. A sporting family. Her brother, Aaron, plays for Sydney FC in the A-League.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a pretty young team they've got out there as well. A lot of freshmen and sophomores out there for HBU.
Yep.
All right, who have we got starting? We've got Inez Lee, Melissa Dixon, Shelley Motton, Jackie Vanderzag, and Annika Whiting for the Hawks. And for the Huskies...
it's quite difficult because I've only got numbers on one side, but I saw number 30, which is Anna Strickland.
Heidi Bird out there as well.
Number 5, Lisa Zadaradika.
You're going to enjoy that name.
And the others I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, we'll wait to see their numbers when they turn around.
Got an early tip.
Early tip, quarter to 6 is an early tip.
But an early tip for the win or loss.
Oh, early tip for that. Yeah. I'm going to say, as we see, Melissa Dixon just goes bang, and just purely based on that, you'd have to probably go Ringwood. That's all I'm going to do.
They're in fantastic form coming off the 2 wins on the weekend, so it'll be a great game to watch.
Worrying thing is that they might run out of legs. And the Huskies are unbeaten in this Australian tour, so maybe I'm a foolish man betting against them. We got 6 left on the shot clock. Ball goes down low. Well
Stolen
tipped.
by Whiting, and Dixon comes away with it.
Dixon sporting that white headband. It's a bit of a favourite for the girl ballers. Inez Lee launches it. Not quite.
Oh, nice little rebound. Just
Almost fell over then, Strickland, but she managed to go all right. Down low, Strickland again.
It looks like, do you reckon the Ringwood girls have a height advantage? It's hard to tell.
Yeah, tough to tell. I think maybe
A bit even.
Nice finish from, that was Veronica Kirienko. It looks like maybe a slight height advantage, although they don't have much depth in height coming off the bench. You look down at the bench and I think Jackie van der Zaag and Whiting have all they really got as van der Zaag airballs that. We'll call it a pass to Whiting.
It was a great pass. It was a beautiful pass. Just couldn't finish it off.
And Zedradika comes away with it.
I think that's the right. It sounded good. Whatever you said, that it was good.
If you say it quickly, it normally sounds alright, Sean. I think that's the key to it. Say it quickly, then no one can tell if you made a mistake.
Yeah, sweet.
Early foul called, and Kirienko will look to add to her tally.
Nice, fast-paced game at the start, which is always good to see.
Now, you've seen it, but if you were to guess where Kirienko was from, I'm going to bet 9 times out of 10 you would get it wrong. I'd say almost 10 times out of 10 you'd get it wrong.
It sounds like Karolinko. I don't know where he's from in the NBA, but he's not from America.
No, she's from Uzbekistan.
Oh.
Not many well-known basketballers coming from Uzbekistan, but good on her.
Is that where Borat came from?
No, that was Kazakhstan.
Oh,
yeah. As the Huskies take it away. Bit of a loose handle on there, but Zedradika gets it back. Ball to the high post. Kick to the corner. Tough shot. No hesitation. Doesn't go. And again, Kirienko. She's killing it under there.
She's holding her own. It doesn't have their age, so
it's a pretty young side though.
Nice pressure put on.
Almost looked like a double dribble or a travel or something, but it'll be 2 shots. Inez Lee to the line.
Did well there. Bit of pressure, but the cool head prevailed. And now she's at the line.
We've got a substitution. Kirienko, the hot hand's been taken off. And that looks like Taylor Kilmorgan has come on as Inez Lee shorts.
Have a look at that bench. I don't think they'll be getting tired today if they're going to use those players.
They might get tired from, I don't know if we've got enough seats. They might get tired from standing
1,
up.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
15,
8, 9,
I think.
10, 11 people on the bench, I think.
Oh, so maybe I'm wrong. Plus a coaching staff to go along with that. Oh, no hesitation. Oh! Bang, bang. Zedradika. Somebody didn't read the scouting report. I don't know if Ringwood's done any scouting, but just pulls up. No hesitation. High ball over to van der Zaag. Loves that corner jump shot. And as I say that, she lets it fly and airballs it for the second time. Bit of a commentator's curse on that one.
Just give her time. She'll get into the game.
As we see some late arrivals to the rings. Everyone rushing home from work. Corner again. Oh, not that time. Oh, but on the follow, offensive rebounds. Really good out there for HBU. And that looked like Kilmorgan, who got the offensive rebound and put it back in.
A handy start for the Huskies. Up 6 early in the game.
And the Huskies bench is louder than the Ringwood crowd at this point in time. Whiting in the key for a very long time. Ooh, foul call. She will go to the line for 2. Just getting that good seal and that good position.
I think Whiting's coming off a big weekend too, seeing she scored a lot of points in the last couple of games.
Would have played major minutes as well.
Yeah. And there's not much of a bench for Ringwood. I can only see one person waiting to check in.
We've got 2 on the opposite court who are getting some warm-up shots, but 8 is still not a huge bench.
Not ideal.
Jackie van der Zaag, offensive rebound. Off to Motten on the wing. Oh, it just opens up the parting of the Red Sea, but she cannot finish. Van der Zaag, another one.
Good hustle by the Hawks to get an extra shot. A nice take by Dixon.
Just cannot finish around the rim.
Oh!
Couple of shots that they probably should have finished, but Whiting will go to the line again.
She wasn't happy with herself if you saw that little slap of the hand.
And the Aussie Lauren Kelver has entered the game.
Oh, which number? Yep.
Lining up next to Jackie van der Zaag. And it looks like Kirienko is coming back on already to get on those boards. It's an early 10-5 lead for the Huskies.
We're definitely not supporting the Huskies, but we are supporting the Aussie girl out there. So go Ringwood and the Aussie girl.
Whiting missed the first, makes the second. Now, it'll be interesting if Tim decides to cut a training off and only have one training in this game during the week. Because you'd think before a grand final, you might want to give them that rest if they've already got to play this game as well.
Yes.
Might act as a training session. Tough pass.
It would be a tragedy to see an injury. I shouldn't even say that because
yeah, Sean, don't. And that's enough out of you. Thanks, mate. Good defense from Melissa Dixon. Ball at the top. Zedra Dicker looking to set it up. She's got 10 seconds on the shot clock. It's a Horns action at the top. Down low, Kirienko again.
Handy little block by Motten.
Yeah, just got a hand in there. Otherwise, it was a well-run play, and we've got subs coming on now. Kate Spillane and Sarah Youssef coming on. Inez Lee and Shelley Motten coming out. Rebecca Nola, the other player on the bench, yet to check in. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Have to shoot it.
She's not scared to shoot it, though. That's Zedra Dicker, isn't it?
Yes.
I think she'll be making a few more by the end of the day.
Well, Sean.
Oh, you've got the stats.
I'll give you some statistics, Sean. She played in all games last season, started in 15 of them, and shoots the three ball at a very high clip. So that was on my notes. I haven't just said that because she started launching them. But keep an eye out from her from downtown. Kirienko in the key for a long time.
There's the Australian.
Oh, and she
had a bit of a fumble.
Been watching too much Aussie rules by the looks of things. Boots it out of court. That's an interesting. Ref's not sure of the call. Definitely looked like Ringwood ball to me.
The colleges in America don't play with 24-second shot clocks, do they?
No, don't play with 24-second shot clocks, and don't play the reset either. So when we reset, like FIBA rules, it goes to 14. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they can get used to that.
Yeah, well they've played a few games already, haven't they?
Yeah, so you'd think by now they're starting to get a bit used to it, but I guess if you've played, you know, a full season last year, great pass.
Oh, nice.
Deserved to go in that.
That went everywhere except in the ring. What's the Australian's name again? Calva, I think.
Yep. Bria Johnson on the wing.
Calva,
there's
nice
Calva.
Catch.
Oh, get that out of here.
Sent back by Big Whiting.
The American import just says no.
The American playing with the Australians blocks the Australian playing with the Americans.
Very well put, Sean. Very well put. Under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Kirienko goes again, and she's just...
Oh, that's a Falcon, I think.
She's cooled off a little bit. If we had instant replay, we'd try and show you that Falcon, but we don't, sadly. Van der Zaag at the high post. Kicks off to Youssef. Good penetration. Spillane, little pull up. That's short. I think he got a block. Van der Zaag cleaning the glass.
And the Hawks just clawing their way back into the game. It's a 2-point game now. Both teams seem to be pretty settled into it by now.
Yep, tick under 4 minutes remaining.
Oh,
look at that. Bang, it's only 2. But she gets on the board. She'll be happy about that.
And so are we. I think they added the score to the wrong team. Oh, no. Sorry, getting a bit ahead of myself there.
Whiting at the top. Van der Zaag going to get position, but Whiting launches. Good rebound, and now they will push the ball through Bria Johnson. Calver again. Guarded by Van der Zaag. Not a fantastic pass by Calver. Under 10 seconds on the shot clock again. Got to get the ball up. Nice little move.
In.
Good job.
Just couldn't finish.
Youssef looking to push the break here. Whiting position again. Not a fantastic pass, but
they're really trying
they've
to get
gotten
it
a
into
bailout.
Whiting, aren't they? And the ref calls a late foul.
And I think it's a matter of they've got a bit of height difference. I think that might change as we see Strickland come on, and so too, I can't see that number, so I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
But if Whiting and Van der Zee, they're going to have to get a substitution at some point. And when they do...
no, she's going to get it.
Oh,
Look
Bria
at her,
Johnson.
lightning fast.
That's
Beautiful.
as easy it gets. That's a layup drill.
She was the only one that wanted that ball, I think. She just put on the afterburners.
When Van der Zee or Whiting take a break, I think then the Hawks are going to struggle inside a little bit.
Yeah.
I think across the board, the Huskies in terms of height depth are a little bit better.
Oh, but it's all right when Dixon's hitting shots like that.
That was Kennedy Collins checking in, by the way, number 55.
There's no need to rebound it when it goes in the ring.
Funny about that.
Oh, that's, again, whatever.
Bria Johnson.
Bria Johnson. Off to a hot little start.
No, just no hesitation. Got to respect all shooters. If you're at this level, you can shoot the ball.
Yep.
Again, looking for that feed, not doing great. Spillane saved it.
Well saved.
Van der Zee gets it, well done, and they've got 6 seconds on the shot clock. Again, and pass goes astray.
Here's Johnson again.
Floor general. Kicks to Collins. Inside, Strickland couldn't get a hand on it.
Both teams trying to get it down low.
Under 2 minutes to play now. Huskies up by 7. Ringwood just passing. Hasn't been ideal.
There it is.
Whiting. She's
bad
gotta
luck.
finish that. Had more time than she realised, I think. And there's a call in the paint. I think it's going to be on Whiting as Strickland was trying to get position. Not a whole lot of fouls called, only 5 in the first quarter across both teams. Nola looks to check in, and she takes off Whiting. Now, this will be interesting, I think, with the height difference.
Yep. Good to see Nola coming in, representing the youth league at Ringwood.
Had a decent year, but sadly bowed out earlier than they would have liked in the finals.
Yeah, I think they had a great year, finishing on top. Just
Bria Johnson down low, Kennedy Collins. She's got
good
herself into some
defense.
trouble.
And Nola comes away with it. Look at that, that was nice. Unlucky not to get a foul call there.
I'm wondering if this is, we've missed a couple shots at the ring, if this is just like fatigue already from the weekend.
Is that trouble? Yeah.
Ever thought about being an umpire, Sean?
No, because I would suck at it.
Yeah, Ringwood with plenty of opportunities around the ring, but just cannot put the ball in the basket. Bit of a lid on it at the moment. Nola can shoot the ball. Doesn't let it fly this time. Dixon, Yusuf. Now down to 10 on the shot clock. Dixon, that's going up. Ooh, not quite. Strong rebound from Sophie Taylor, and she kicks it away to Bria Johnson. 30 seconds left on the game clock. 14 on the shot clock. Bria Johnson just goes...
Oh.
No, not quite. Did have the hot hand. Good chase. It's going to be a Ringwood ball.
Just hit her knee on the way out.
21 seconds left in the first quarter. You'd think Ringwood would hold it for the last shot. They trail by 7 points at this stage. It's been a good performance from HBU. Here we go. Counting down from 10 now. Van der Zee comes and sets the pick. Yusuf pulls up at the elbow. Banks it in. We'll take them any way they go in. And that will be all she wrote for the first quarter. Bria Johnson, not quite from half court. 17-12 in favour of HBU. Sean, how have you seen the first quarter?
I've seen it as very fast paced, a very exciting first quarter. HBU look very good, very well drilled, don't they? And I don't think they're ever going to run out of legs with having 11 players waiting to check in. And Ringwood, bit of a slow start, but started to come good towards the end. So I think it's anyone's game come into the second quarter.
We've got just some statistics for you. So for Ringwood, Melissa Dixon has 5, and she is the only person to have above 2 points for the Hawks. Van der Zeg up to 5 rebounds, 3 of them offensive. For HBU, Bree Johnson's got 5, Kirienko 5, Strickland 3 rebounds and 2 each to Kirienko and Cole Morgan. At the moment, Hawks shooting the ball at 22% to HBU's 41. Both teams shooting the 3 ball at around 30% and shooting the free throw at just 50%. Rebound count is fairly even. A hesitant start by Ringwood, I think. They weren't super confident with the ball. Missed some shots around the ring that they probably should have hit. I'm not sure if they were expecting contact. Sometimes that can happen when you're expecting contact and it plays with your shot a little bit.
Yep. And also maybe fatigue a little bit, you know. First quarter, you sort of seem to get a bit more tired than the rest, I think. And,
well, third game in 3 days. That's a pretty tough ask, no matter who you are. And they're an amazing team, but yeah, backing up 3 games in a row in 3 days.
And good job by Ringwood, men's and women's team, both making grand finals. It's a great effort.
All senior teams managed to make the finals. Youth League girls, sadly the only team who couldn't make it to the grand final, but were the minor premiers during the regular season. So they also had a great year. Hopefully, a couple of flags coming the way of Ringwood.
Yep, wouldn't that be nice?
Would be very nice. Youth League men took a runners-up flag. Make it 3. Hopefully 2 premiership ones to come then.
He said hopefully we'll make it 3 runners-up.
No, not that, Sean.
Oh, good take and nice finish. That
neat finish from Sophie Taylor. Just opened up for a little bit. Puts the first points of the second quarter right away.
I think the Huskies have very, very good defense, don't you think? It just looks very tough to score out there for Ringwood.
Challenging shots, yeah, look at that again. As you say that, Sean, they come up with the steal, and Bria Johnson, she's lightning quick. Great pass.
Oh, bad luck. Here we go.
Looked like a foul, and it was. That'll be on Sophie Taylor.
They're just applying constant pressure, aren't they? As the ball slowly trickles away.
Drop a pin right now and you'll be able to hear it. Just absolute silence came across the arena. One of those things where in big games, if you're shooting free throws, you'd almost rather the noise and everyone yelling at you than complete silence.
Yeah, oh, bad luck again.
Melissa Dixon getting some good looks, but just cannot put it in after she hit that very first one of the game.
I guess it's depending on you. Some people would rather just not even shoot free throws.
You got to want it.
If you suck at them.
Great shot deep, and the bench gets around it. That came from Shannon Jones. The freshman just goes bang. And now they push out to a 9-point lead. Some work to do for the Hawks. Van der Zark sets the pick. Dixon comes off at Nola. Yusuf, good ball movement. Again, fantastic ball movement, but no score at the end of it.
Oh, good steal by Yusuf. And Dixon's running with support. Oh.
Van der Zark, that mid-range game, just not working for her today. It is a fantastic part of her game.
It's just the second. I'm sure the girls' shots will start going in once they get a bit more into the game.
Oh. Travel call. I think just dragged the pivot foot.
I don't know. I think it looked funny, but I don't know if it was. But that's why they get paid the big bucks, isn't it? To make the tough decisions.
Whiting comes in for Van der Zark. It's been a good 48 hours for American basketball, taking home the gold medal in Rio at both the men's and the women's. The women never looked like dropping it, to be brutally honest. The men showed a few signs early, but in the...
Oh, Dixon fires... Oh, just a bit too...
Not sure if that was an ankle breaker or just some moisture on the court.
It was an ankle breaker.
You'll call it, we'll claim it.
And not a great 24 hours for Australian basketball.
Yeah, it's been a tough morning.
And I know how much you love Australian basketball, Matty boy. So I know that you will be one of the more shattered guys.
I was very gutted. That almost looked like a travel. Got it up. Whiting tips it to Inez Lee yet. 1 point loss to Spain for the bronze medal, the Boomers, and I was
Oh, a good pass. Just couldn't get it over.
this very close to almost shedding a tear. It was a very emotional morning for me, Sean.
If you ever need a shoulder to cry on, I'm right next to you.
Thanks, Shawnee. Little baseline play. I think I've seen that one before. Martin kicks, Nola up fakes, and out of bounds, I think, is the call.
That kills you, doesn't it? And you can't argue against it because
he was in the
your
prime
foot
spot.
probably was on the line.
It probably was.
As much as you want to argue.
Just a couple turnovers for the Hawks, costing them early. And it looks like a platoon.
Just short on the steal.
Platoon swap about to occur. 5 in, 5 out.
That's what we
Huskies
like to see.
Getting the bench right into it now.
Nice little crossover there by Lee.
Acrobatic, I'll call that.
Look at that. That is a thing of beauty.
If anybody plays NBA 2K out there, that is the acrobat badge in full
just
effect.
a slippery ball, but well recovered. That's Strickland.
Oh, lovely pass.
They're making their open shots, aren't they?
And a lovely finish. Great pass as well. That was from Strickland. And a fantastic finish from downtown. They're up by 10 now, 24-14.
Nice solid screen by Nola. And she's
Martin
in to get the rebound. Is that Strickland again?
Strickland, yeah. Fantastic rebounder. Anna Strickland. And a platoon swap. 5 in, 5 out.
That's what you like to see, especially in practice games, isn't it?
Yeah, not something you wouldn't think when it comes to the regular season. But in practice games, why not? Get everyone to go out there.
Yeah.
Corner, Motten lets it fly short. Just struggling from downtown, the Ringwood girls. Getting some good looks, but just cannot put the ball in the basket. Zedrodica brings the ball down. She hands off to Brooklyn Moore, and then Calva was in there.
They've all got the same shoes, don't they? It looks good, doesn't it?
It's a college thing. Normally they have a sponsor.
Oh yeah.
And they will wear a lot of the same shoes in the team colours. Does look good though.
A nice take by Lee.
She's feeling it. All of a sudden, I'd hate to know where Ringwood would be without Inez Lee. A couple of important baskets, and she's played it really well. Rocking those Kyrie ones by the look of it, as well.
They do look good. Oh, and Whiting takes the rebound.
Launches, couldn't hit.
Good run by Martin. It's all happening. Too many things for me to keep up with. Oh, a good take. That is a nice take by Yusuf.
Sarah Yusuf, good ball movement. It looked like they almost fluffed the fast break. Gets it out to Sarah Yusuf. Huge lane opened up, and there was definitely a little forearm in the back. And she finishes it and will go to the line.
Yeah, the Ringwood girls are showing a bit of aggression going into the paint and driving.
Made a bit of a run.
Got them back in the game.
Back to
5 point.
Sarah Yusuf makes it, comes off, and it will be Kate Spillane to come on. It's almost halfway through the second quarter. It's been a good game so far. A little bit scrappy, but good to watch. From downtown, couldn't hit. Brooklyn Moore out of bounds. The Ringwood Hawks ball.
Kirienko is really pushing her way around in the key. It's good to watch.
Taking a ride up to Whiting, and that's, you've got to have it. You know, a lot of younger girls playing against professional players out here, and you've got to have no fear.
Nola attacks, good take. Just couldn't get it to go.
It is getting a bit push and shove out there. This is what we like to see. Bit of passion.
Look at her just say, this is my paint, and you better give me the ball. Look at that.
She gets double teamed. I think it was a travel. Ringwood Hawks aware of it though. Kirienko's dominated down there.
And maybe that's why they're subbing in Vanderzeg to do a bit of a shutdown role.
Nola comes out.
Even the girls' bench is a bit of cheerleading or something.
I think it's, yeah.
Are they saying eat up or
I think
heat
it's
up?
D up, I think.
Oh.
I think is what they're saying. I'd take a wild guess, but you could be right. Under 10 seconds on the shot clock now for Ringwood, and Inez Lee launches it. She's been good. Good tip from Whiting.
Rebound by Whiting. I think Motten maybe, but Whiting had the handy tip.
Had to jack it up. Only 3 seconds on the shot clock there from Whiting. Not really her shot coming off the dribble like that. And now HBU come away with it. Corner ball.
Nice take.
Flicked back out. Launched for 3. No short.
So is Zeta Radicka, was she like their highest point scorer for the year last year?
Well, last year, Strickland was fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But apart from that, they take away a lot of their leading scorers.
Yep.
So you take away a bunch of their leading scorers and reboundings. As I said, it's a very young team, so Zedrica only averaged about 7.7 points per game.
Oh, okay.
Last season, so she'll step up. And she is from Vienna, Austria.
Ah.
There you go. They've got a couple of international players. So you've got Kelva, the Australian player. Zedrica is from Austria. Bird is from Finland. And Kirienko is from Uzbekistan.
Ah. So multicultural.
Low post feed. Good pass again.
It's good watching the Huskies trying to get a low seal in the post. It's good to see that aggression. A nice steal.
Fantastic defense.
A nice pass too. Just couldn't get it, but a nice save.
Just a tick over 3 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Van der Zaag rips and goes. The shot hasn't been dropping for her. She tries to go up and under. Nothing doing though. Taken away by Anna Strickland. Huskies lead by 5.
They love this play, don't they?
Yeah, a bit of horns action at the top. Looks for a seal down low. Gets it to Strickland. Kick away to the wing. Britta
nice
Dowd.
Oh, good job by the Hawks.
6 seconds on the shot clock as Dixon will check in and Motton will step out.
Not much scoring in the last couple of minutes. It stayed at that 5-point margin, but the Hawks might be happy with that because it could have been a lot worse.
Looks like Britta Daub steps out as well. She checks out. Zedrica looking to go. She got 3 seconds. She's going to have to get it up. She lets it fly.
That looks good, doesn't it?
We had the perfect angle from that one. Shawnee called it early and he was right.
I've got a keen eye for shots that go in.
From personal experience, Sean, not one to shy away from letting it fly, that's for sure. Pushes the lead back out to 8, and there's Lee. She has been fantastic in this second quarter. Really kept the Hawks in it.
Been a little ball of energy, the little dynamo that's got them back into the game.
She makes the first, nothing but net. Looks like you shooting free throw, Sean.
Oh, I could only dream of a shot like that. Oh, a good little follow-up.
Great effort from Inez Lee. Almost got her own rebound off her missed free throw. Pretty impressive on that occasion. Lee is up to 6 points now with that. 5 or 6. Let me double check that.
Oh, just missed. Good rebound by Whiting.
She's been big under there, Whiting.
Oh, just a bit of a miscommunication.
Couple of turnovers at the moment, been very costly for the Hawks. I think that's their 7th turnover.
And just for all the viewers at home, I'd just like to wish you a happy birthday for the weekend, Matty boy.
Oh, thank you very much.
Big 21-year-old.
Oh, enough about me, as it looks like Sydney Carr drew the foul and she'll go to the line. But thank you very much, Sean. It was a fun weekend.
I hope you had a great night.
I did, and you too, mate, you too.
Yep.
We've got substitutions coming in. That looks like Bria Johnson. She's going to wait to have the substitution as Carr knocks down the first of 2. And cannot make the second.
Oh, just didn't box out for long enough.
Van der Zaag claims the rebound. Looks like Rob Dielman's, the Youth League women coach, also stepping up and helping out on the score bench. Good on him.
Good on him.
Van der Zark still can't get that jumper to go.
Everyone just chips in and does that little bit.
It's what makes clubs like this tick over. People happy to put their time up there to help out.
Oh.
Just let it fly. Not quite. Sidradika, probably the smallest player out there, gets the offensive rebound and puts it in.
She's having a blinder of a half.
She's playing fantastic.
Do you think she's been their best?
You'd have to say up there with probably with Kirienko, as we see Inez Lee yet again. She has switched it on in this second quarter, and this game's just gone up a notch.
It's been an entertaining first half.
Definitely into the last minute now of the first half.
It'd be nice to see a couple more scores for Ringwood just to make it a bit close coming into the second half.
At the moment, you want to keep it in Inez Lee's hand. She kicks to Van der Zarg, off to Spillane. She looks to break it down one-on-one,
Nice
gets the
drive.
ring right-hand finish,
Oh,
and one! Just willed the ball in. Fantastic finish.
Just spun it in the perfect position on the backboard.
High off the glass. That was pretty to watch, and she'll go to the free throw line to shoot one extra.
And the shoes have a bit of pizzazz about them too, don't they? The nice hot pink.
And timeout called on the floor. This has got to probably be the first timeout of the game. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like we haven't had too many breaks in play.
No, I think you're right.
35.6 seconds left in the second quarter. Splane is going to be at the line when we come back in. And Ringwood trail 22-30. Quick shout out to anybody out there listening, especially anybody in the States who follows HBU. We hope you're enjoying the broadcast. We hope we're calling it evenly.
We know you're enjoying it. Who doesn't? Who doesn't like listening to us talk?
An interesting game to officiate, I think, also, because you've got two teams coming and probably used to different types of games. And you know, they're from here, so they're going to call it like the game is played in here. But you're probably going to give some leniency to the way that the Huskies will play in the team, their international team plays as well. So it'd be a tough job officiating them. So good on these guys for coming out. Splane to cap off the N1. And she does.
Beautiful. I think Ringwood are in as good a position as they could have hoped for.
Especially after that poor start.
Yep.
Tough uphill battle in the second half. Third game in 3 days. But, you know, HBU have had the same deal. I think this is their fourth in a short space of time. Johnson with not very long. Strickland.
Well, she's stuck. She is stuck.
Got to get it up with two.
Good defense by the Hawks, and they've got 10 seconds left. Spillane pushing it. Oh, so close. Oh, well.
Whiting with two, with one. Yeah. Bang! Cuts the lead at three. It took them a second, but they finally got there as Annika Whiting nails the jumper, cuts the lead to three. At halftime, it is a 27-30 lead to HBU Huskies. Sean, thoughts on the game so far?
A great half, I reckon. Just full of energy and full of ups and downs. But the 3-point game is pretty close, and I couldn't pick it. I couldn't pick a result from here. What do you reckon? Who's winning from here, Matty boy?
I think just because of the bench depth, I'd go with Ringwood.
Yep.
With the Huskies.
Oh, okay.
I just think more players on the bench. Ringwood are going to get tired legs. Finals basketball is even more intense than preseason. I know the Huskies have played a fair few games. Huskies just no let up, by the way.
Nah.
They're straight into a warm-up drill.
Give the girls a break, coach.
They've got enough players out there, I think, is what Donna Finney's thinking. We'll get some stats here for you now.
I'll just take my headset off for 1 second.
27-30. Inez Lee for the Hawks leads their scoring She's up to 8. Melissa Dixon, 5. Sarah Yusuf, 5. Annika Whiting leads the Hawks rebounders with 8. Jackie Vanderzard with 6. Annika Whiting also has 4 steals. For the Houston Baptist University Huskies, Zedradika has 8. Johnson 5 and Kirienko 5. Zedradika also has 5 rebounds. Morgan 4 rebounds. Strickland 2 assists and 2 steals for them. Team statistics: shooting the ball, Ringwood are at 29%, whereas HBU are at 38%. Free throws 60% for Ringwood, 50%. And now on the mic we have got State Champ Men head coach Ken Harrington. Ken, how have you seen the game so far?
Hey Matthew, good to be here. Scrappy, to be honest. I think both teams are, filling each other out a little bit. I think our girls are obviously trying to run off a bit of soreness from Saturday and Sunday's games, and the Houston Baptist girls are subbing freely, giving everyone a go, and close game. I think it's going to go down to the wire, to be honest.
Do you think that Tim is going to rest his stars come into the second half due to a big grand final coming up on the weekend?
Good question, Matty. No, look, he's only got 7 or 8 girls in uniform anyway, so I don't know how much he can rest anyone, to be honest. He's just moving people through, and interestingly, the mistakes that they're making now are the mistakes that they made on the weekend. They're not blocking out. They're rushing their shots, and they're turning the ball over. Like they turned the ball over in yesterday's game. Like they had 10 turnovers in the first 12 minutes of play. You can't win like that, and they need to tidy that up. And tonight's game is a great opportunity to tidy that sort of part of their game up, I think.
Who have you liked from the Huskies? Is there anyone that you've seen that's caught your eye a little bit?
And number 5,
Zedradika.
She's nice. What is she, like a freshman or?
No, Zedradika is a sophomore.
Okay, so this is her second year, so that's impressive, man. She's going to be great for him. She's aggressive. She handles the ball well, and she's got a nice shot, and she can create her own shot. So a lot of girls struggle to do that. So she's going to be big for this team, I think, this season.
Yeah, she's out of Austria, averaged about 7 points a game last season.
Yeah.
Couple of international players. Number 23, Lauren Calver, is Australian.
She is. She's the girl from Sydney, I think. Isn't she, from New South Wales?
Out of Illawarra. And also Kirienko, who's had a fair bit of the ball, number 45 on the inside. I'll give you 3 guesses to have a guess where she's from, Kenny.
The Ukraine?
Incorrect.
Denmark?
Incorrect.
It's not Australia, is it?
No, it's not Australia. Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan.
There you go.
I know they play a lot of cricket. I didn't know they were producing basketball players.
Basketball players out of Uzbekistan, so pretty impressive.
And what about you, Matt? Who have you liked?
I've liked Zedradika. She's been good. Also, I liked the game from Bria Johnson. She was very impressive, number 10, running the point. Hasn't hesitated to shoot the ball, which has been pretty impressive. And from Ringwood, I thought Inez Lee, one of the younger girls in the setup, has been really impressive. Kind of kept Ringwood in it in that second quarter. Kept the game tight and is going to give them a chance.
Yeah, I think, look, Coach Donna Finney from Houston Baptist, she's subbing regularly. I mean, I don't think her bench will be that long when the season starts. I think she will trim that down and have less substitutions, but I think they're on tour and she's going to give everybody a look. I know she's brought Anna Strickland in for the game as well, and Anna won't be there, so there's more minutes that will go to other girls when the season starts.
How do you see the second half playing out, Kenny? What do you think is going to come from this game? What kind of are we going to see a little bit more high scoring, and who's going to take the chocolates at the end of the game?
Good question, Matt. No, look, I think it's hard to pick because I think Houston Baptist clearly had a good first half, but I think Ringwood probably started the game lackadaisical because of soreness and stiffness and probably poor attitude to start the game, and I think that they wandered in. Those girls have been at work or at school today, and they've wandered in, and the Houston Baptist girls arrived at 4 o'clock. They've been here for nearly on 2 hours. They got in the gym and they hung out in the function room, and we had a chat to them, and those girls are lovely. I mean, the staff are great once they come in. Coach Donna Finney's a fantastic person, and the Houston Baptist girls came in, and they've been willing to have a chat and talk to some of the young girls and the young kids of our program, and it's been good to have them here, and they're welcome back any time. But as per the game, I think Houston Baptist might get it. I think Coach Tim Martin might start taking some of the girls off and give some of the bench girls a bit of a go. But you know what? It's going to be close, and it's great to have him here, and it's a good night.
Thanks, Kenny. And also, quick congratulations for your boys making the grand final on the weekend, coming from, I don't think many people tipped you to get through, but congrats on that.
Well, we've got the best coach in the league, Matty, and he pulls all the right strings when needed. So, no, it was a great effort. We had some guys step up on the weekend, which is great. Nate Champion was sensational defensively, and 25 points offensively, and shut down Dexter Koenig-Drew, who played at Washington State.
He's signed in the NBL, I believe.
He did. He got a two-year
NBL.
deal in Perth for really good money, and Nate just took him out of the game completely. But you know what? That's history now. We got a grand final next week, and Corio Bay are better, and they're going to give us a hell of a test. But if we can get that first game at home, then we can go down there with some confidence and hopefully do to them what we did to Waverley. But proud of the boys, and whatever happens from here on is a bonus.
Let's hope you guys get up. Thank you, Kenny, for joining us.
Thanks, guys. Enjoy the game.
You too, mate. Sean Nugent back on the mic. We thank state champ men Ringwood Hawks head coach Ken Harrington for joining us during halftime, providing a great insight to this, and he works a lot behind the scenes with Ringwood, and we really appreciate what he does.
He does. It's good for such an untalented coach. I don't know, he must just be lucky with his recruitment, because his teams always seem to do pretty well.
Bit of friendly banter there from Sean Nugent. Sean, how do you see the second half playing out? Hopefully a bit more scoring involved.
Yeah, I think there'll be more scoring. I don't think it'll blow out though. It's been really hard to pick. I couldn't pick it. But yeah, I think you're
right. You have to. You have to give me a pick, Sean. None of this sitting on the bench, mate. That's not what we're about here. Make a selection.
Ringwood Hawks, I reckon,
Big
by
call.
6.
Big call.
Yep. No,
9-point turnaround in the second half. Sean is calling.
Well,
Jay should have stayed on the fence, mate.
You got to back your own team in, I reckon. Especially if it's 50-50, you go with your own side.
No, I think the Huskies are going to run away with it. I'm with Kenny on this one.
So unloyal.
I think Coach Tim Motton's going to rest some of his players.
Yeah.
Some of his guns, the likes of Dixon, Whiting, Van Zarg, Yusuf. I think they're going to get less minutes here in the second. Although
they're going to have to play though,
because they've only got 3 players on the bench. You make a valid point. But the Huskies, just with that super long bench, I think are just going to run away with it.
Yeah.
Too many legs. Too many fresh legs. Second half is underway. Ringwood ball.
The one thing I think is it's stayed this close, and Ringwood haven't even made that many outside shots. So that's one good thing that they've got going for them.
It's a 3-point game, and they haven't played fantastic. They haven't played their best basketball.
That's what you like to see.
Well, they've been practicing and warming up. As soon as the halftime buzzer went, Coach sent them out there. Donna Finney sent them out there and said, "Keep going. We're here to work."
They love this out-of-bounds play, don't they?
You got 7 on the shot clock, down to 5, 4. Dixon's going to have to jack it up. Does. Bang!
Yeah. Such a beautiful stroke.
And the second half starts off the way that the first half did. A Melissa Dixon 3.
Just how I predicted. The Ringwood girls will come out ready to play, and their shots will go in.
Sean's called his prediction correct after 30 seconds of play in the second half. Try to answer back down that end, didn't go, and Whiting comes down with the board. Yusuf penetrates off to Spillane.
Oh, bad luck.
Spin move no good, and away comes Zedradika.
Look at her, just a floor general.
Playing really well.
Good
Somebody
a bit of a foul.
who caught the eye of Ken Harrington, and she has played very well.
Who's this, sorry?
That was Zedradika catching the eye of Ken Harrington, but that is Amanda Johnson going to the line to shoot 2. Foul on Sarah Yusuf, I think.
Good bit of sportsmanship by Johnson, just to say sorry after the bump.
She makes the first.
And that's really what sports is about, isn't it? Just being friendly and just having fun.
That's a lovely message you've sent out there, Sean. Could get you doing motivational speaking, mate.
Yeah, well.
Dixon
I would fancy myself.
Dixon rips baseline, nothing doing.
Oh, no one to pass to. She looked, but there was no one there.
Did not look at the ring at all on that one. Yusuf, that almost looked like a travel. Whiting, she's played pretty well.
Just short. Oh, not short.
Those
but just
mid-range
didn't go
jumpers have struggled a little bit. Zedra Dickett all the way.
Look at her go. She's been good to watch, hasn't she?
Been excellent, just lightning quick and just happy to burn players up and down the court. Kirienko got the rebound and she was fouled. It'll be a baseline ball.
Good to see the head coach of
Donna Finney.
Donna Finney sporting the thongs, which are flip-flops.
Flip-flops, yeah, so that Australian touch, we do like that.
It's quite cold in here too.
Kirienko had great position, but it was a foot violation as they try to get the entry pass. Ball kicked down.
Oh, nice little takeaway by the team.
Looking for Strickland, couldn't get it. Dixon was
good take.
I don't know.
Too strong.
I do not quite know how she managed to get that in. She was behind the backboard, rode the bump, flipped it up and in.
She just said to the other girl, I've done my 4 years in college. This is how you do it. Step aside and watch me work.
That's a quick sentence in the space of 2 seconds, but I'll take your word for it, Sean. Completes the end one. Melissa Dixon, that was a nice move.
I think Melissa Dixon's a big part of why the Ringwood girls got in the grand final. The two imports have had a very handy year.
No doubt about that. Out of bounds call. Could have been a block, but out of bounds.
But yeah, we're not going to argue against that if it's going Ringwood's way.
Once again, the loudest people watching this game at the moment are the Huskies bench. They are very vocal, which is good to see.
And then probably us, because you can't hear much else in here.
No Ringwood crowd yet to really get into the game. There are a few people out here for a Monday night. Good of them to turn out tonight.
Yep.
Van der Zaag at the top of the key. Under 15 to go on the shot clock now. Double screen set up for Yusuf. She launches the three.
Oh,
that was the play.
Just went around and didn't go in.
Great run play though there. Got a good look, good set from the Hawks. Yusuf just could not put the ball in the basket.
Nice shot there and looked good, but it really wasn't good at all. And that was
Van der
Taylor.
Zaag not happy with the contact. No, she did earn the foul. I thought at first they were just going to call the out of bounds, and Jackie Van der Zaag gave the referee a death stare.
Oh,
but it was called. So all good, all smiles now, no problems.
It might be a friendly game, but when it comes to winning, there's no friendliness about it.
Yusuf to Nola. Nola to Van der Zaag. Goes middle. Great move.
And the Ringwood girls have come out hard. I think my prediction doesn't sound too silly anymore.
Van der Zaag had been settling for that mid-range jumper. Realised that it's not dropping for her. Rips and goes, and it was a fantastic finish on the right hand.
Nice
Strickland
little move there by Strickland.
Gets good position. Yeah, she's been looking for that all game and finally gets it. Ringwood lead by 2, 35-33, and a bit more scoring here in this third quarter in the second half. Van der Zaag low post feed quarter, but it was knocked out by Strickland. 6:39 left in the third.
A bit of physicality down there with Van der Zaag and the headband girl. It's very hard to... Oh, look at that, just wide open.
That was...
Good finish.
Tim Motton looked very casual on the bench, but I think he'd be happy with that. That was a very nice play. Little backdoor screen and backdoor cut play.
I don't think he's moved from that position all game, Tim
He's
Motton.
very casual, Tim, isn't he? President of Ringwood, coach of the state champ women. Bleeds green, Tim Motton, bleeds green. Yusuf penetrate. Could have looked at that shot. It was pretty wide open when she got to the centre of the key. Now 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Dixon's going to get it up. A little hesitation, not quite. Great rebound from Strickland. Is a fantastic rebounder. Led her team, led the Huskies last season in rebounding. Kirienko, bit far out for her. Backdoor cut.
Oh, would have been good if the pass was a bit better.
Fantastic cut, just the pass wasn't quite there. Sophie Taylor just couldn't quite hit the mark on that one. Just slow down a little bit now for Ringwood.
Dixon fires away. Oh, that is a nice shot.
That is off balance.
And did
Coming
I say
off the dribble goes bang?
Did I say that Ringwood shots would start falling?
You did call it, Sean.
I thought I did. Yeah.
I might just put the mic down and let you do the rest of the game. You're dominating out here, mate. Zedredica, corner, couldn't get it.
Oh, it was a little bit clumsy.
Strickland, just the ball off the foot. Melissa Dixon, that is just a sweet shot. Off balance, that is very tough to do.
It looked a little bit like your jump shot, Matty, I think.
What, going in?
Yeah.
Thanks, Sean.
But I think you could only dream of range like that.
Yeah.
Oh, someone
Whiting
hits the ground. Looks like it hurt her a bit.
Looked to grab her face, might have cocked one on the way down.
She's all right.
As Sophie Taylor brings the ball down, not much doing. Strickland now,
good
great cut. Taylor couldn't get it up. Now Zedredica, they've got 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Horn set up, she's going to have to get it up. 5, Kirienko, little post hook. Tough to get a post hook from almost the elbow. That's a long way out to get that. Couldn't quite get the position they wanted. Yusuf looking to set it up. They lead by 7 points.
Good cut and good pass. That is beautiful teamwork by the girls.
And a timeout called by Donna Finney. She's not happy.
She's had enough.
Because Ringwood lead 40-33, 4:22 left in the third. Fantastic backdoor cut, great pass from Jackie van der Zaag.
Can we, sorry, keep going.
42-33, sorry.
I'd just like to know your thoughts on the game, Matt.
It's an interesting one that I feel like coming into these games, it's always hard to gauge for the host teams. The touring teams are coming out and these girls are fighting for court time, so you know they're going to bring the intensity. Whereas for teams like Ringwood Hawks and the teams hosting, it must be hard to get really motivated because they're in season. That's the other thing. I mean, the Hawks girls have got a grand final and I'm sure a lot of them are already thinking ahead to that rather than here, but they've come out in the second half and they've put on a bit of a show. They're up by 9 and it's been pretty impressive. And it was just shots and passes that they weren't connecting on and weren't making around the ring that have changed, and now they're managing to do that, and they're well drilled and they're looking pretty good out there.
I wonder how the American girls are finding Australia, how long they've been in Australia for.
Yeah, so they've been in Sydney. They played a couple of different teams up there in Sydney, so they knocked off the Hornsby Spiders 90-47, the Huskies. They dominated that game. Amanda Johnson had 17 and Heidi Bird had 12. Then they played Penrith Panthers, won 65-32, so another hiding. And then they beat Illawarra, which is Calver, the Australian girls' old team. And it was a bit of a closer game, but I think they're going to be tested here again.
Well, a bit of push and shove down there, and Van der Zaag was not happy about it.
It'll be green ball. Yeah, this is their first game in Victoria, the Huskies.
They haven't come over at perfect time of year weather-wise.
No, it's pretty average at the moment.
Yeah.
Been a rainy, wet, cold old day today.
And Houston sounds like it's a warmer place. That's just what I am
Well, you're
guessing.
leaving summer in America to come to winter.
Yeah.
Melissa Dixon pull up at the elbow is long.
Just missed the rebound.
I always feel for the Australian players that go over to play college because they come over here to play in our winter, and then they go over and play in the American winter, and it seems like they don't get much sunshine depending on where they are, but they don't get summer at all. It's winter all year round for those guys and girls.
Miserable times.
It's again that chanting from the Huskies. 10
I like
seconds
it.
on the shot clock.
I like the chanting.
Motton, 5, bounced off her foot. 4, 3, gotta jack it up, 2, 1.
This will be good. Oh, that would have been good if that went in.
Kirienko comes away with it. Down low now, Heidi Bird. Kirienko, great
Nice
feed.
job.
Got to hit that, and she does. Taylor Kilmorgan, great passing and a great set run by the Huskies.
Lee puts on the Jets.
She's been impressive, Inez Lee. I think it's the
Gives it to
shoes I'm
Martin.
digging.
Look at that, nice drive, and got the foul. I like it's, number 10. I like Johnson's hair, the braids. They look nice. I'm just throwing it out there.
Why not, man?
Yeah.
Is quick Johnson as well.
Yep.
Bria Johnson has.
She doesn't seem to have that many minutes. I suppose it's hard when there's that many
Yeah.
players, but her minutes have been very good.
So many rotations.
Yeah.
Motton couldn't hit the second. Now here's that Horns action yet again, and just no hesitation. The pull-up came up short from Sophie Taylor. She's been in the thick of it. Hasn't done a whole lot, though. She'd like to connect on a couple more shots. Dixon, she's feeling it at the moment. Breaks it down. Whiting didn't look to shoot the three. Back off to Dixon. Under 15 on the shot clock now.
Nice take by Martin.
Oh.
The left hand. Just
$1 million move with the 5-cent finish there from Motton. Did all the work, but just couldn't get it to go.
You see Calver's checked in, the Aussie.
Goes to work here.
Okay.
Just lost the handle. And that's a jump ball, and that'll be a Ringwood. No, sorry. HBU ball.
So
Substitution here, Spillane in, Dixon off. Sorry, Sean.
Is this must be Culver's first year?
First year, yes.
Yep.
First year coming out. She's a 3-time New South Wales country representative.
Yep.
Played with the Illawarra Hawks. Was a youth league player there.
Yep.
Oh, as we see, a sweet shot by Sophie Taylor, I think that was.
Congratulations to her for getting the scholarship.
Yeah, it's
Always
in a Div 1
exciting.
school. It's a pretty awesome effort. Good to
Yep.
see the Australians doing well.
Martin really being aggressive.
Spillane deserved better. It almost looked like a foul. Tipped around.
Martin again.
Spillane lets it fly. Couldn't get it to go. Hustle. It's just turned up a bit, the intensity
It
here.
has. It's what
This
we
is
like
what-
to see. It was all going so well.
Never fake a backdoor cut. I think that's one of the 10 commandments of basketball. Whiting looked to go backdoor, then stopped. And it was a turnover. Substitution, Kennedy Collins on and Taylor Kilmorgan off. Bria Johnson bringing the ball down. Oh, almost a turnover. That was worrying, but Heidi Bird got onto it. Johnson again. Calver looking for the ball inside. Van der Sar D'ing up her. Good rip from Bird. That looks like an and 1. Fantastic finish.
And then got hit in the head with the ball on the way down. The mini Falcon.
And the Huskies just bringing it back now. With this shot, have the chance to cut it back to just 2 points. And they've negated the early run from the Hawks. It somehow gets that to go in. Hit the front rim twice and then dropped in. Inez Lee yelling out the play as we enter the last minute of the third quarter. Van der Zag at the top. Whiting looking to get position. Ball kicked around the top. Spillane goes, didn't pop it. Whiting, baseline. She likes
there
that
we
one.
go.
Fantastic finish and just the offense flowing nicely at the moment for Tim Motton's squad.
Johnson setting it up.
Took a while. They might not get the 2-for-1 now. It looks like Ringwood should still get the last shot of the game. Tough finish for Heidi Bird. And now there's a 1 second differentiation between the shot clock and the game clock. Not sure if Motton's aware of it.
Oh, it's even better. Getting to the free throw line. What do you reckon, Matty? Is it better to hold up there, or is it better just to go, if you got a chance at the line, just go for it?
It's a tough one. I think unless it's a guaranteed bucket, you'd want to hold it up. I mean, this like free throws is good. You get some good opportunities as she makes the first.
Especially if you can knock them down like that.
But yeah, the only thing is, if you'd give them now 17 seconds to run something of their own, and all of a sudden when you had the ball with 24 seconds to go, you're going to get outscored 2-1.
Oh, good D, good D.
So I'd personally hold it up, but if you got a good look, you got to take it.
Oh.
Interesting call from referee Wood there. 4.3 on the clock. Ringwood up by 5. Huskies looking to set something up here. What can they manage with 4.3? Double team, gives it down to Calver, the Australian. That almost looked out of bounds. They've turned it over, didn't get the look that they wanted. And after 3 quarters of play, it is the Ringwood Hawks with a big third quarter take the lead by 5 points at the moment, heading into the last.
It's been a very exciting game so far, I reckon. Just lead changes a lot and a bit of scoring. The scoring's ramped up a bit.
An 18-10 quarter there for Ringwood, so they'll be happy with that. Some stats, Melissa Dixon went off in that third quarter. She's up to 16 points. Inez Lee, 8, and Jackie Vanderzard, 6. Annika Whiting has 11 rebounds. Vanderzeg up to 9. They are crashing the boards. Whiting also has 4 steals. For the Houston Baptist University Huskies, Zedrodica is 8. Taylor is up to 7, and Johnson is up to 5. 6 rebounds to Kirienko and Zedrodica, and 2 steals and 2 assists to Anna Strickland. Some team statistics. Both teams shooting shooting it from the field at around 35%, and both shooting 25% from the 3-point line, and about 55% from the free throw line. So pretty close stats-wise across the board. 5-point lead to the Hawks, though, after they dominated that quarter.
Now, Maddie, I know you're a pretty handy coach. I know you're a good junior coach. I definitely know that. It might be a bit different with a senior team, but do you have any strategies or anything that either team should go with to give themselves an advantage coming into the fourth?
I think, just purely based on looking at the bench depth, you'd have to tell the Huskies just to run the ball. And I know that in a preseason game, it's probably not what the coach wants to go to. She's no doubt looking to get them into their sets and make sure that they're running what they want to run and running it properly. So it just depends if they really want to push for that win. You'd be running the ball at every possible opportunity. But considering that it's a preseason game, I'm not sure if we'll see that. I don't know, it's tough. I'd be looking to get Zedrodica to come off a lot of pick and rolls and trying to attack the rim. She's quick. So too with Bria Johnson. For the Hawks, just keep feeding inside. That ball movement is excellent. They're running the ball and dribbling around the ball, and it's not just going along the top of the key. Their penetration is excellent. What about you, Sean? What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's probably not the greatest coach in the world, but I think, this would be smart just to really run. But you're right, do you really want to run, or do you want to work out your sets coming into a new season?
And I'm sure Donna Finney will have a really good idea of what she wants to do in this game.
Yep.
And it hasn't been, you got to remember that this is, girls ranging from 18 to 23 playing against grown women and professional basketball players out there. So, and a team that's in season and, at the peak of their season compared to a team that's, just come together for, the first couple of games as a squad.
Yeah, yep. It'll be an impressive win if the Americans can come away with it.
Bria Johnson at the top. Calver looking for the ball. Nothing doing. 8. Ball down low to Calver. Good little post move, but doesn't go. Vanderzag, strong rebound. I think that gets her up to double-digit rebounds now.
Calver looks pretty tall out there, doesn't she? I know Whiting is very tall, and she doesn't look small next to her.
Calver's got to be looking, I think, to use it. Well, that looked like a carry, and it was called. Calver probably, against Whiting, might look to that face-up game and try and beat her with a bit of agility. Whiting probably is a bit stronger than Calver down low in the block.
Yeah, and definitely would be a bit older too, which is always a bit of an advantage.
That Horns action once again, that 2 screens at the top on the ball handler. Oh, wide open, let it fly. Looks pretty good, but short. Good fight for the rebound. Spillane says, that's my ball. Inez Lee pushing the break. Whiting had position the
Look at
whole
that.
way down the court. That is 101 basketball from a centre right there. Basket to basket. Calva dribbles into trouble, loses the ball. She's had a tough night.
Lee, look at that. Look at the pace. Just couldn't finish.
Put the Jets on. Getting past Bria Johnson with relative ease, and we know Johnson's pretty quick herself.
Yeah, that was very quick.
Lightning. Van der Zar cleaned up the offensive glass. She'll go to the line for 2 as Dixon checks in for Motten.
I think Inez Lee could do 16 and 1 pretty easily.
I think she'd do it very quickly. For those who don't know what 16 and 1 is, sideline to sideline, need to get 16 in 1 minute. I struggle a little bit.
Yeah, same.
But, you know,
I'm not as bad as you, but still, yeah.
I'm not getting into this argument, Sean. I know you don't rate me as an athlete, but save it for another time. Save it for another time. Just a little delay. That's why we're filling time with the game clock. They had to reset it. Now they're just winding it down back to what it originally was.
What do you think of the Huskies shoes?
The Nikes?
Yeah.
Good.
Yep. You get around them?
Yeah, definitely. I love it when they match the uniform. No, they look good. I'm all over Neslee's shoes though.
Yeah.
Those Kyrie's are I don't know if they're Nike IDs, but they are very impressive.
Yeah. Well, is Nike ID when you design your own?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, they are pretty fancy looking.
Van der Zar goes 2 from 2. Ringwood's lead jumps out to 9 points. And the Huskies got a bit of work to do and
who's
just
that out on?
Wasn't looking lucky to get that ball. Heidi Bird looked to get the ball, turned away, and then didn't realise that it was coming her way. Johnson, ball down, Kirienko. Lovely move. I'd be getting her the ball a lot more. She's been pretty good in this game, been pretty effective down low. Spillane, Van der Zar. Great backdoor cut, Dixon. Jeez.
Oh, what a thing of beauty by the Ringwood girls.
That is ball movement at its finest. A couple ball rotations. Melissa Dixon, we know she can shoot the ball very well from the outside. Huskies aware of that too. They press up on her. She cuts back door. Van der Zar hits her and one.
And finished amongst the tall trees.
Fantastic job, Dixon. Finishes it. She's been excellent tonight.
And it also helps the girls have been very good from the free throw line. Really giving them a handy little lead.
Not fantastic, but they are shooting it better than the Huskies.
Yeah, it does seem like they are at least. If nothing else.
Compared to the Huskies, they're shooting the ball a little bit better from the stripe. As Taylor Kilmorgan, she's been pretty good. Kilmorgan, she's been pretty impressive out here. Yusuf down the runway. Spillane regathered. Back to Yusuf. Let it fly from the 45.
Bad luck.
And that is an air ball. And she just looks... I think that's the one where you look down at your hand and act like it was a slippery ball.
It was a slippery ball. You can see the sweat on the ball from here.
Wipe it on the shorts after that one, I think. That's what I do anyways.
Yeah.
You
do that a lot.
I shoot a lot more than Sarah Yusuf does, that's for sure. Kilmorgan at the top. Johnson, great
nice
defense.
Steal. She redeems her air ball. Oh, look at that. Whiting hits the deck, but...
Shannon Jones with maybe a bit more strength than her physique would suggest. Compared to Whiting, looks like she'd be have a lot more strength.
13.
Over Jones, but Jones just gives her a little push. And Motten, wise decision, takes Whiting out. 7:13 left in the final quarter. Ringwood up by 8. Huskies need to make their move soon.
Dixon was open in the paint for a second, but just didn't get it there.
Oh, that's
Look
pretty.
At her she can do it from inside and outside, we found out today, haven't we, Matty boy?
Caught the ball, looks to cross baseline, pulls it back out, hits the cross again after the hesitation. And a lovely finish down low. Geez, I don't know how she gets some of these in, how the angles around the ring, but gets them to finish. Kilmorgan under the ring for a long time. Dixon got a hand. Sarah Yusuf wide open. Little feed to Van der Zar.
Nice.
And she finished on the left, and the Hawks running away with it.
And we have a timeout.
Timeout called. Donna Finney. A couple of transition baskets. Ringwood up by 12, 56-44. They have come out firing again, and it's been a fantastic second half for the Hawks girls. Sean, 6.5 minutes.
Yep.
What are we expecting?
I'm expecting a fairly decent substitution from the Huskies. They've been known to take a lot of players out and put a lot of players in with their massive bench. So have a different look at it, because obviously what they were doing just then wasn't working. And yeah, I forgot your question, to be honest. What'd you say?
No, just how you'd see it, Sean.
Oh yeah, it's an awesome game.
Sean's had a long day at work. For everybody listening, he's a tired boy.
Yep, and just a true Aussie battler. Yeah.
I don't think anybody's in foul trouble from what I've seen, so nothing to worry about down the stretch.
Would they foul them out in a practice game?
In concerns to that?
They probably would, wouldn't they?
I can't see why not. I mean, we've got some properly scoring and officiated and all that, so I wouldn't be surprised if they would.
Yep.
Although the coaches might have come to agreement. I know in the summer league the foul limit, the foul out number is 10 fouls in the NBA Summer League, which somehow Aussie Thonmaker managed to do. I don't quite know how you commit 10 fouls in under 40 minutes of game time. That's pretty impressive.
It'll be tough for the Huskies to come back from here.
Need to get going now, down by 12. They've got the ball.
They do love that little horns play. You see the point guard always putting up those two fingers.
Bria Johnson,
that doesn't look good.
Air ball. She's been not too bad from downtown. I know she's hit at least one.
Yeah.
Didn't hesitate, which is good, is what you want in a shooter, but just cannot find the bottom of the net. I'd be looking to get Zedrudika back on soon.
But yeah, I was just having a look at the halftime stat sheet, and all the players have had just a little bit of time. You know, no one's played a massive amount of minutes, which is good by the coaching staff.
Annabelle Tova is the only player that we haven't seen out there. Number 35, she's a freshman.
Yep.
But everybody else has seen minutes, and a pretty wide spread.
I think that's good coaching.
Yeah, especially in these tour games. See who fits well and who works well together. Great backdoor cut again. Backdoor cutting has been exceptional from Ringwood, and the passing needs to be as exceptional, and for the majority of the game it has been.
Yeah.
Bria Johnson kicks to the wing. Heidi Bird down low. In amongst the trees, having a tough time of it. Strickland, she's in there for a very, very long time. She was just
getting hounded by green uniforms down there. Never really stood a chance.
Was in their key for a very long time, trying to find a way.
And how's the bench warming up in an intense little workout down there?
Yeah, you can see behind the Huskies bench a couple of the players just staying warm. Dixon, not quite. We've seen quite a fair few amount of air balls.
We have, but it still looked good. They've all been looking good. I think there's such thing as a good-looking air ball.
Some might argue with you, Sean, but I'll take your word for it, mate.
Well, it span really nicely off the hand.
Bria Johnson with the ball, down to 7 seconds on the shot clock. Little spin jumper, got to get the ball up. Hasn't really been dropping for Strickland, and she couldn't finish that.
Spillane has got a bit of pace about her too, getting up and down the court very quickly.
Vanderzag high off the glass, couldn't do it. And Johnson comes down. Huskies need to put the ball in the basket. We haven't had a score for a little while. Score's still 56-44.
Oh, a loose pass. Good save. I think that was Strickland. A nice cut. Just couldn't finish it off.
Strickland not normally going to suit up for the Huskies either, but she's here in this one.
Why is
that? Ken Harrington spoke about it just before in halftime.
Yep.
So I wouldn't be surprised if she was just a little bit rusty on the touch.
So is she not in the university or?
Oh, she was. She's their basketball operations manager now. Vanderzag on the break.
Nice finish.
Lovely finish, and I reckon that about puts a ball. I cannot see the Huskies coming back from here. 4 minutes to go. Ringwood up 58-44.
You think it's done and dusted?
Yeah, I think you might be right, Sean. As much as it hurts me to say it, as an offensive foul called on Strickland, I think.
Yeah.
Van der Zaag draws it. No complaints, though, from Strickland as she gets a sub. Kirienko comes on. And so, too, does Zedradika. Look for her to let it fly in this last 4 minutes to try and get her team back in the game. Melissa Dixon, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, look at that.
Bang! Van der Zaag set a big screen. They try to fight around it, but geez, Melissa Dixon's been good tonight.
How many points does Melissa Dixon have?
With that one, I think she is up to, I reckon, about 24, I think. Oh, she could go again. Oh, somehow. A little touch pass from Van der Zaag as she was going out of court, and Melissa Dixon, her touch around the rim,
That makes it 26, doesn't it?
has been exceptional. I'm pretty sure it's 26 points. The stats we've got are a little bit slow adjusting to what's happening in real time, but fantastic finish.
I think she's been the difference, hasn't she?
Oh,
in the
100%.
end? And those free throws too, just really sealing the deal.
Exceptional performance from Melissa Dixon. She's looking like she's going to be in ripping form come at the grand final this weekend, the first game of a best-of-3 series. Wouldn't be surprised if Coach Tim Motton took her out soon. Down low, Kirienko again effective to that right hand. Nice little post hook. She's been pretty good. She's played a good game out here for the Huskies. Inez Lee, backdoor cut Dixon. No, hands off to Yusuf at the top. Crossover could have been a carry. Lee, hesitation, little step back.
Oh!
Just a little shake and bake. Crossover
All
looks to,
going Ringwood's way in
looks
these
to
last
penetrate.
few minutes.
Gave it a lot of air on that one, but it dropped sweetly in, and the lead has ballooned out to 21 points now, 2.5 minutes. And I think the Huskies are going to take, as a foul committed down low, Huskies are going to take their first loss of the tour here tonight.
Well, that's what you want, really. You don't want to go on a tour and win every game because
things to improve on. You want,
Yeah.
you want your team to have to fight back, and you want them in close game situations and stuff like that, and see how your team's going to react under immense pressure.
And I think Ringwood have a few older players than the Huskies, so
Bigger bodies, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Van der Zaag and Dixon step out. A fantastic game from those two. Van der Zaag's shot wasn't necessarily dropping, but she always hustles for those boards. Brooklyn Moore to the line. Couldn't hit. Kirienko, she's been pretty good. Couldn't hit that one. Annika Whiting in the last 2.5 minutes now, and Ringwood are going to take home this victory. You would think up by 21 points. It would take a miracle for the Huskies to get back into this one. Nola, shoot the ball. She lets it fly. Bang!
It's just raining threes.
One of the younger girls on the Hawks team also plays youth league. A bit hesitant when you're playing up with a high league, but she did not hesitate on that one. Just went bang from downtown. Corner triple, couldn't answer back.
I think Rebecca Nola shoots the ball a bit better than her brother too, who was also a pretty handy shooter.
Inez Lee looked like she just mucked up her steps a little bit there. Zedradika will come down with it now. Under 2 minutes to go. Ringwood up by 24. It's getting a little bit ugly out here.
Oh,
Amanda Johnson, call for the charge.
the Huskies love their long sleeve undergarments, don't
It's
they?
cold out here,
Yeah,
Sean.
it's true,
It's
it's
cold,
true.
mate. I don't blame them. If I was playing out here, I'd ask if I could come out in a jumper. It's freezing. Still chanting on the bench for the Huskies. That's good to see despite the scoreboard. Inez Lee,
Again,
a high
Oh.
ball.
She does put a bit of arc on it, but it definitely works for her.
If it goes in, no problems at all. Corner ball.
See, that was an error, but it didn't look that bad.
Just I understand what you're saying, Sean. The 3 ball doesn't look bad off the hand.
Okay, maybe
That's what you're saying,
Maybe
yeah.
that's what I'm trying to say.
The 3 ball just not quite there for the Huskies in the second half. They've struggled a little bit from downtown. Into the last minute now. Sarah Youssef off the pick and roll. Now to Motton. Whiting. 3 doesn't want to launch it. Great.
Good to see her not settling.
35 seconds. Yeah, it would be easy to settle at this point of the game. Great steal, Youssef. Get out of the way, referee. Youssef finished. And a nice little exclamation point there for the Ringwood Hawks. They've taken a convincing win in what has been a good game to watch. Now they will settle and take the last shot. About a 2-second differentiation, if that's a word, between the game clock and the shot clock. We'll say it is. She's got 5 now. Zedradika, corner. Sorry, 45. Launches, still not dropping. 2, 1. Hawks just hold the ball up.
The clock just stopped.
And finally, the final buzzer goes. And the Ringwood Hawks have had a huge second half and have taken a 72-46 win here at the Ring. Sean, what are your thoughts on the game?
Very entertaining. It didn't look good for the Hawks at the start. The HBU came out very, very, very strong, and it didn't look good for them. But to the Hawks' credit, they came back and really rallied as a team and showing good form coming into their grand final series.
Yeah, good tune-up for the Hawks.
And no injuries.
Managed to get away without anything major by the looks of things. Great job for the Huskies to come out here. A fantastic spectacle. We'll quickly run through some final stats. So 72-46. That last quarter, Ringwood won 27-6.
Wow.
That is a big quarter. Melissa Dixon had 27 points. She was phenomenal. Jackie van der Zaag ended up with a pretty decent game. 12 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists. Nothing wrong with that. Inez Lee had 11. Annika Whiting, 11 rebounds. Sarah Youssef, 3 assists. Annika Whiting also had 4 steals. For HBU, Kirienko finished with 9, Zedradika 8, and Taylor 7. Zedradika also had 8 rebounds, Kirienko 7. Strickland 2 assists and 2 steals with a block as well. Ringwood shot the ball slightly better at 39% compared to 32% from HBU. HBU 4 of 21 from downtown. They struggled a bit from beyond the arc and shot the free throw at below 50%. Fairly even on the rebound count and on the assists. Turnovers 21 to HBU, and that's just a younger team coming up against the strong Ringwood Hawks, who only committed 11. A fun spectacle out here, and it's been fantastic having them. Sean, any final thoughts?
Great game. Thanks for listening, if anyone's out there listening.
Yeah, shout out to anybody out there who's tuned in with us, and to anybody over there in the States, and any HBU followers. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast.
Yep. Thank you. And
good luck to Ringwood Hawks in their grand final on the weekend. Keep an eye out. There will be a live stream of that. I think I might be on the mic for that one.
Oh.
And good luck to the Huskies in the remaining of their tour, and also for their up-and-coming NCAA season. Good night.